to show you guys the system I developed with ChatGPT kind of for my recovery. You can pause whenever you want. I'll just go through it quickly. We have several pillars that we're working on. I'll go through them, and 8 phases. And at my worst, it was like 1 or 2, mostly at home, didn't do much. And then, 8 will be fully recovered and thriving. This is kind of the overview. Pause if you want to. And I'll quickly go into the different phases. So this is the physical ladder that most people care about. When I was at my worst, I barely left the house, could do only the basic chores at home. And even walking was quite difficult for me. I recently worked up to pretty consistently 4,000 to 5,000 steps a day and dancing like 1 or 2 songs a day, doing some light dumbbells and very short drives. And now I'm working kind of like at phase 4. I'm not regularly doing 6,000 to 8,000 steps. Like sometimes, like very occasionally, I do like 6,000 to 7,000 steps, but really I'm still at 4,000 to 5,000. But depends on what else I do that day. I can do single walks of 20 to 30 minutes, and like 60 minutes a day total is pretty doable now. And I do very light workouts at home, like 10 to 20 minutes, but super, super light. The drives, not really yet. Like maybe, no, 20 minutes I can probably do. Then the commuting, traveling, I think that's the most important for me because it opens a lot of doors to like socialize again and so on. I've worked on driving for a little bit. I went up to like 20 minutes, but I kind of stopped with that. And now actually I'm really in phase 4. I don't know why ChatGPT thinks I'm in phase 5. I'm working on the route to Berlin consistently with public transport, taking the train. So that's what I'm doing like 2-3 times a week now. And it's going pretty well. Not always great, but it's going well. But it's a long commute. But it opens up the doors to socializing and so on. And the mental ladder, yeah, again, depends if I do a lot of physical things that day. Like if I don't do any physical or commuting or anything, I'm now pretty good at spending a couple hours per day on the screen, or actually many hours. But I have days where I have a headache and I can't really do it. And I can do light admin tasks pretty consistently. And some days when I have energy and don't do too much physical stuff, I can do some work if it's not too complicated. And then lastly, the social ladder, which is the highest return on investment for sure, because it's very nourishing and gives back energy. This is the big one I'm working on now. That's why I'm doing the commuting work. When I was in phase 1 and 2, I could barely do any social interactions. And then I worked up to having longer calls. And recently I've been starting to meet friends again, just like once a week or maybe twice a week. And I'm planning now to attend some group events, go dancing actually, at least show up and maybe dance a song with friends and then go back home. And then I asked ChatGPT kind of score me on my progress in the last couple of months. And this is what it thinks I did.